Okay, hey guys, it's Adrian, and I have another Otome video for you. So I've been making my way through 9 RIP because I got a key from Idea Factory through Keymailer, and I am thoroughly enjoying my time going through 9 RIP. And it released in October because it is a spooky game about ghosts and Japanese folklore and spirits and so on and so forth. Uh, you may like this next part, maybe not. It's not really spooky so far. Like I wouldn't call it a spooky game at all. Like the spooks are like zero. This you are not watching Haunted of Hill House when you play this game. So depending on what you're after, that may be a good thing. I don't play a lot of like super spooky games, so I was okay with this not actually being spooky. But 9 RIP has 9 guys spread across 4 common routes, and each common route is basically you get spirited away some way, somehow, and you are dealing with ghosts, okay? And each common route has like 2 guys, except for like one of them ends up leading to like 3 guys. And that's how you get to 9, because math. So, who is Minami? Minami is a cute little demon who is trying to steal your soul, kind of, sort of, kind of, sort of. Um, so you get on the common route that is takes you to hell. You get spirited away to hell. And it is the same common route as Seiya, which I believe Seiya was my last video that I discussed. So Minami is the second half of that route. So if you play Seiya first, you'll get to see a lot of Minami, and then basically you go to Minami route and you pick the opposite choices for the most part. The game, even if you don't play with a guy, it's not too terribly difficult, to be honest. So no worries. Minami has 4 endings. I think I counted, sometimes I can't count good, but I think I counted like 2 bad ends, and then like the heavenly end and the godly end. So everyone has like a heavenly end and a godly end, and then I think some people have had like 2 bad ends, and I think I've seen at least one guy with 3 bad ends. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't pay that much attention to the bad ends. Um, you usually not like 90% of the time, bad ends. It's kind of like you die. It's whatever. I don't really care about remembering those so much. So Minami, he is our cutie pie. He is, um, he's a little crazy. He's definitely hidden that, like, he kind of reminds me of Toma, where it's like he likes you. Kind of reminds me of like Ukyo and Toma and Futami, where it's like, yeah, he likes you. He's not necessarily a good person, and he may want to hurt you, but you like him anyway because maybe you're a little crazy. And so something that's interesting is this game does have like where you pick certain options and your insanity goes up. It doesn't seem to be as important as you would expect. Um, Not in comparison to like other games, right? Um, so I do feel like uh, you have some choices that increase your insanity meter throughout Minami's route, and those very much make sense. Uh, so Minami is trying to steal your soul, and if he steals your soul, you die. But he also likes you, and it's pretty apparent really quickly. Um, Minami is a demon. He is very kind of two-faced, right? He's a little crazy sometimes. Um, but he has a sweet side to him. He can be extremely sweet, but he's also like when he's sweet, he's kind of like just being like a little mean sometimes, not like a crazy bully mean, but sometimes just like teasing mean. So if you don't like getting teased, you're probably not gonna like him. But um I really liked his route. I think actually Minami is gonna be number 1. And considering like Homa is like my number 1 from Amnesia, and then Futami is like my number 1 from Charade Maniacs, and now it's Minami. I'm starting to get slightly concerned on my tastes. To be honest. So it's like, there's something about me, huh? Huh, this is a thing. So, It's kind of fun to see him interact with Seiya. They bicker a lot. They hate each other. Like that becomes like pretty apparent really quick. That they just absolutely hate each other. Um, I don't I don't necessarily think Seiya is wrong. Like Seiya doesn't like Minami because he's a demon, and it's like he's not wrong. Okay, okay, he's not wrong, but we love him anyway. Um, like he's so fucking cute. And then he's just randomly sweet, and he's like, "I'm gonna take your soul," and he's like, if I take your soul, you die, and I like you." There's a little bit of angst in there, a little bit of drama, but he's just so sweet. Like, look at this CG. This CG was used for promotional. He just looks so fucking adorable in this CG, and also, so far, Minami's route is the only route that has like any spice to it. And it's not like super spice, but it's more spice than everyone else. So I appreciated that. I did appreciate that quite a bit. I got like what, three more routes, and I'm like, these are probably not going to have any spice either with the way this is going. So Minami may be my only hope. But just he's so fucking adorable. So yeah, I guess maybe he's a little bit of the yandere type. I don't pay attention to those like types as much as I should. I should probably pay attention more. But he's just so cute. He's so adorable. I really enjoyed his route. Also just like from like the not romance aspect and like outside of Nami's personality, I thought the route was more interesting because you are spending time in hell. Um, so like the first two common routes, like the first one's in your school, and then the one is like in your town, right? Um, but it's like, you're in a ghost version of you're in the mortal realm for most of it, right? So like you're in your school and you're going around buildings and stuff like that. I did appreciate where the third common route was basically a completely new setting. Um, and you also, I feel like, get to learn a lot more. Like it's kind of dropping tidbits of stuff. You're kind of learning more in this route, in Seiya's route, of how you get spirited away and what the factor of that is. It's still not enough questions answered for my taste. So I'm assuming the next three, my questions are going to get answered, right? Yeah, should be. So, um, yeah. So Minami, mischievous, kind of two-faced, a little evil, but a little sweet. He also kind of like reminds me of Alan from Cupid Parasite. I don't know if it's because they're both demons and they're both kind of like purple themed. They both lie. Alan's definitely less evil and more on the sweet side than Minami is. Minami's he is kind of just like a little evil. Uh, can't get around that, but I really like Alan and Cupid Parasite, so maybe that's a factor of it too, why I like him. Probably the other thing is I also like Minami's routes, how they end. Like I feel like his godly and heavenly end just have better endings than several of the other guys. Um, eh, I can't go into spoilers, but you'll know what I mean when I say like Minami's not a good person either, like that, and you kind of just fall in love with him anyway and accept it. It's very much kind of like Futami from Trade Maniacs. Futami is not. Futami gets a little bit more grace because he at least pretends to be a good person for like the first half of the game. Minami's not really pretending to be a good person for the first half of the game. He also has a very strong personality, and he's like, "I'll protect you." It's just, uh, it was such a good route. So Minami's my number one. Theoretically, I have three more guys. Someone could come and top Minami, right? Knock him out of the number one place. But I'll be pretty darn surprised if they do. Okay, that's my ramble for Minami. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and bye-bye.